This is just going to be a quick review of the DLC Ruin from Security Breach. There won't be any spoilers, it'll be spoiler free, so you don't have to worry about that. Although I do recommend you play the game first before watching this, in case you don't want an inkling about what's going on in the game. So, you have been warned. Steelwall, you've done it. They said it couldn't be done, that you were bound to fail. But you sure showed them. And especially me too. Okay, I'm trying my hardest to build a cohesive sentence right now. My thoughts are just racing. But here we go, man. Okay, so right away, I'm just gonna flat out and say it. Ruin is a massive step up from Security Breach's base game. Completely and utterly. And in just 3 to 4 hours, the gameplay of Ruin far surpasses its predecessor, just like that. It's just like Security Breach, times 10. The horror is cranked up to 11, the atmosphere is exactly how the FNAF 1's classic and the classic games were. Maybe even a little better, to be honest. I don't have claustrophobia or anything, but Ruin had me hesitant at every turn, every new area I walked into. Legit, it had me scared to continue playing the damn game. And the areas, man. Steelwall really did a good job with it, I have to say. The design of the Ruin Pizzaplex is phenomenal. And the attention to detail that they put in it, the atmosphere, great. I want to say almost near perfection. And just like the base game, the attention to detail in the surroundings was great, and it just added to that like claustrophobic atmosphere. I can't even describe. Oh, and not to forget the creepy ass sound design. Just perfect. I can't think of any better way to describe the place than just ruined. The title just describes it all. And as for the characters, Monty, Chica, Roxy, Freddy, Sun and Moon, dude, they are just the coolest they've ever been. Steelwall really got creative with the character designs for Ruin. I won't go into depth about their designs because, spoilers, but they really just take the characters and use what little blemishes they had originally and use them to turn them into absolute monsters. Seriously, it's both super sad and cool at the same time what they've done to everyone here. And they're pretty well utilized in the game too, compared to the base game. Some more than others, but still. Take Monty for example. They straight up just turned him into a robo-alligator, in the most literal sense. He crawls on all fours to hunt you down, not saying a single word, but instead growling and snarling in anger. He's become what he was made to be, an animal. A monster. And Roxy? Man, Roxy. I won't spoil anything, but I'll say that the DLC made me care for her. Also, Roxy just straight up has a vendetta against Gregory or something. It legitimately feels like she has a massive hate boner for him specifically, which is hilarious to me. Oh man. Oh, and there are new characters in Ruin 2. Like I said, won't say anything about them. I won't even mention about what they might be or what they are. But there are new characters in Ruin, and I gotta say, yet again, Steelwall have smashed the designs. It's so good, man. Just play the game, please. Just pick it up. It's a free DLC, you can do it. Now for the gameplay, yet again, it's a step above the base game. You would think that the gameplay would be more or less the same. I mean, it's just a DLC after all. But no. Ruin hits you with a whole bunch of new game mechanics, new gameplay elements and loops, and actual stealth. And unlike the base game, all of these were actually fun to play, and never got too annoying or overstayed their welcome because of the autosaves. Yes, you heard me right. We are blessed with autosaves. Fucking finally. As you would imagine, because of the state of the building in Ruin, it does feel more cramped in the Pizzaplex, and like it's more linear, to the game's benefit in my opinion. One of the many problems that the base game had was that it gave us way too much freedom as Gregory. We had too much control over our surroundings, and the horror just mellows out. I mean, Roxy becomes infinitely less scary when she spots you all the way across the map and starts slowly running towards you. That problem is completely gone here in Ruin, though. Like I mentioned, the claustrophobic feel in Ruin makes you feel like there's nowhere to run, even if you could run. Also, just as a side note, the jump scares are so redeemed here. It felt like they really fumbled the bag in the base game's jump scares, but the ones in Ruin just feel so much more violent. God damn. The last thing I want to talk about is the story. And again, I won't go into spoilers here. I won't say anything about what happens or how it happens. And I'm sure you already get the gist of the plot and everything anyway. I mean, Cassie goes off to find Gregory in the ruined Pizzaplex. That's it. And thinking about it now, the story is simple to understand. It's straightforward and it lays it out flat for you. With that being said, I do think that they've gone about telling the story really well. Like with the gameplay and everything, what it demands you to do. Everything you do gives you little hints of what's to come in the story. And all that foreboding, I just love. Okay, I'm gonna take a little moment off script here, just to say that I am blown away with Ruin entirely. I know I've been like just praising it this entire time, but honestly, I can't sing my praises enough. I'm so happy with what Steelwool done here with Ruin. All the security breach, man, dude, you have no idea how good this feels for Ruin to be as good as it is now. All my expectations that I had for the game were met, which is surprising because when I first played the base game I played it when it first came out. Uh, I had major problems with the game. Like, yeah, obviously the bugs it really took me out of it. Which in Ruin they're gone. Just for the most part they are gone. There are some clips online of the Vanny Mask getting people out of bounds, but at least for my playthrough anyway, there was almost no glitches. Maybe there was one with a jump scare. If I have a clip of it, I'll play it here. But overall, my experience was clean, probably at how it was intended. Low res graphics included. I'll play this on my PS4. Give me a break. But yeah, after playing Ruin, I'm just super hopeful for the future of FNAF. I I was so unsteady with when Security Breach first came out. That game was such a mess. But now, okay, now we've actually seen what Steelwool can do without being on a time crunch. Dude, I am so hype. So hype. Thank you, thank you, Steelwool. Thank you so much for Ruin. I, as well as the whole FNAF community, I'm sure, have loved it. Keep on doing what you're doing, guys, please. And thank you to you guys watching the video, sticking through what is this, like a 5 minute video? 5, 6 minutes? Maybe 8. Yeah, thank you for sitting through this. I'll have a review of Sonic Prime out soon. I had to like stop writing the script for that one because I had to focus on Ruin like immediately. As of recording this, I just finished playing the game the other day. Which, yeah, the game is the DLC is relatively short. Yeah, even for a DLC. But that's totally fine. With what we were given, that's totally fine. Hell, I would have paid money for that anyway. I would have paid money for that 3 to 4 hours if I enjoyed it that much, really. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. And by you guys, I'm probably talking to like 12 people again. Goodbye.